An extreme old-school Cadillac they call the Eldorado. A Mattel's Hot Wheel car come to life in full size. It's called the Twin Mill. And a review of the all-new Ford Mustang 4-cylinder turbocharged version. I'm Rick Walker. All that and a whole lot more coming up right here on the SST Car Show. SST is brought to you by Stark Auto Sales, home of the ultimate worldwide scratch and dent car sale. Hey friends, I'm Rick Walker. Welcome to another edition of the SST Car Show. Lots of cool stuff to share with you today. We're going to show you the Eldorado, which is an extreme old school Cadillac we found at the SEMA Auto Show in Las Vegas. We're going to review the Mustang 4-cylinder turbocharged version. We'll also show you some highlights from this year's Vicari car auction just outside Dallas in a place called Nocona, Texas, the classic car capital of Texas. But first, here's a throwback to the 1970s. It's something built by a new friend of ours, Rob Cleland, from Fairfield, California. We found it at the SEMA Auto Show. It's called the Boogy Van. So this is the Boogy Van.
The Boogy Van.
And why did you call it that?
Because it doesn't do nothing but boogie. That's all it does. It's strictly for doing donuts, burnouts, wheelies, whatever you want to do. And nothing says I love you like 850 horse with a 2,800 pound package.
Right. And this package all sits on what? It's an old Chevy van?
It's a 1969 Chevy G10. It's a handy van. It was designed as a single passenger. We actually got a lot of history on the van. We have the original owner's little plaque up on the little valance on top. His granddaughter actually signed the door, which is still under the paint. It went through multiple hands, and I picked it up from a 9/11 survivor named Sean Hickey, and it was his therapy van. He bought it at a tow yard. It was abandoned, and he used to sit outside and smoke grass every day, suffer from PTSD, and it was his therapy van, and it made him happy. And I worked for Contra Costa County, ran across it one day. I looked at it every day for about 8 years, and I put a little door knocker on there and said, hey, if you ever think about selling it, I'm here. He sold it to me for $500, and it took me 3.5 years, and this is what it is. We're actually really good friends to this day.
Yeah, well, it all harkens back to the the 60s, 70s, the shaggin' wagons and all of that stuff.
The rolling stabbing cabin. That's exactly what it is. It's just something for fun.
Yeah, a lot of purple. Why did you go with that theme or style?
Everyone kind of goes traditional blues, reds, sometimes greens. Purple's kind of, excuse the French, but the bastard stepchild of the auto world. You have your Cudas were purples and pinks, and they kind of really stood out. So that's kind of the way we went.
Right. So what does it have inside in terms of interior and amenities?
The amenities, it's got a 496 big block Chevy with an 871 blower on it. Makes 852. Turbo 400 automatic. The biggest thing is the upholsterer guy. He probably hates me to this day because the upholstery was, the purple leopard skin was actually designed for pillows and like couches and stuff, and I wanted it in the van, and that was pretty much it.
Can you walk me around and just show me what you got?
One of the key things, I don't know if you can see it from here, but if you look, there's 2 calipers behind the front wheel on each side. It actually has 2 independent braking systems. So you have a gas pedal, you have a brake pedal, and your clutch pedal, where it used to be a column shift, is now a front brake only pedal. So you can sit there and pretty much pedal it. You can do car ballet, Australian burnouts, whatever you want to do. And that's pretty much what it was built for.
Wow, okay. That's very unusual, actually.
I create stuff when I get bored, so it was just like, what are we going to do with the extra pedal aside from tie it to the floor?
Right.
So it's got a Turbo 400, Ford 9-inch, 456 gears. It's got a full spool in the back, and it's basically, like I say, it's just designed for rolling burnouts. Luckily, we got a good sponsor, Mickey Thompson, kind of hooked us up with some tires this year. So
now it is street legal?
It's street legal. We drive it on the street. It gets about 4 to 6 miles to the gallon. It runs on Sunoco 110, and it's a handful.
So it's an economy then?
Absolutely. It's kind of the new EcoBoost. So I really wish they'd let us start it up, because it's an amazing thing. And it was all built, pretty much by me and my son. He has a little internet show, the Tacky Show. It's on Instagram. My shop is Extreme Exhaust and Performance. It's a part-time shop. We do exhaust, and we buy, sell, trade hot rod parts. We're in Fairfield, California, and we got an invite out here, and we're just having a blast, man. This is great.
Very cool. What about the paint? Did you do all the paint yourself?
No, I actually had a friend who owed me a couple favors for a couple muffler jobs. The purple was actually just kind of scrap crap.
It's kind of a rat rod approach, really, but it isn't. I mean, it's much cleaner than a rat rod. But
we kind of went for the traditional gasser look, but then we kind of wanted with the, like you say, the pimp wagon, shaggin' wagon from the 70s. That's why I didn't put a cage. I didn't put anything else in it. We just left the motor exposed, Ed Ross style. And then, like, we have a few monitored amenities, like the Rhino liner on the bottom. We chip guarded the paint, so when you're doing burnouts, it doesn't chip up the paint. And other than that, it's just, I like them kind of stock and simple.
Yeah, I love it. It's very cool.
Well, I appreciate it. We're like I say, we're just having a blast out here, man. It's awesome.
And now, friends, a look at something else we found at the SEMA Auto Show in Las Vegas this year. A life-size Hot Wheel come to life. It's called the Twin Mill. Don't go away. When we come back, we'll show you the Eldorado, an extreme custom Cadillac. Hey friends, I'm Rick Walker. Welcome back to the SST Car Show. Off we go to the SEMA Auto Show in Las Vegas, Nevada now. That's where we found the Eldorado, a car built by Dave Engels, who took an old school Cadillac, chopped the top, converted the car to rear-wheel drive, and dropped in a high-performance Cadillac engine. And now a review of the all-new Ford Mustang. This version has the 4-cylinder engine with a turbocharger. The new 2.3-liter turbocharged Mustang. Is it any good? Is it worth a look? Can it even compare with the 5-liter V8 GT Mustang? Maybe that comparison isn't really the most relevant. Maybe this is more like a tuner Stang. Yeah, a tuner Stang. It will appeal to a younger driver who might otherwise be into cherried-out Honda Civics. Ford has done away with the V6 option on the Mustang. Why? The answer is under the hood. This 2.3-liter EcoBoost turbocharged mill produces 310 horsepower. Yeah, 310 horsepower from an all-aluminum engine that displaces just 2.3 liters. Wow. That's almost exactly the same amount of power as the old V6 option, but the EcoBoost 4 produces more torque. When you step on the gas, you're not going to get that low, throaty growl that you get with the V8, but it does have kick. Once that turbo kicks in, it will push you back into your seat. There is more to this car than the engine, though. Climb inside. Sink into the leather 6-way power driver's seat. Take hold of the leather-wrapped steering wheel. Take a look at the classic styling of the dash. Gotta love the way the Mustang still keeps that symmetrical angled dash for both driver and passenger. Gotta love the retro aviation rocket toggles. Really gotta love this digital instrument cluster. It's got options, lots of options. Choose from different layouts to match your customizable driving mode. Pick track, sport, or normal. Pick a different color for your instrument display. Yeah, this is the stuff that tuner car enthusiasts are into. This is the stuff that will get a whole new generation of driver into Mustangs. Oh yeah, don't forget the Magna Ride suspension. It's optional. Yes, it's customizable. Pick your driving mode and the handling characteristics change. So at the Turbo, it's a different kind of driving experience, this Turbo 4. Is it better or worse than the V8? I wouldn't say it's better or worse. It's just different, and a lot depends on your personal preference. Check out the Sync infotainment and interior comfort systems. It's not quite as advanced as some of the newer systems because this one's been around for a while, but it still has a lot where it counts. With a backup camera, 6-speaker stereo, navigation, full connectivity for your mobile device, dual zone climate control. Oh yeah, the driver's seat, it has 3 memory settings. The passenger gets a 6-way power seat too. Back seat, forget about it. It's for little kids and emergencies. Hey, it's a Mustang. It comes with the territory. Outside, you get dual bright exhaust tips. The capless gas filler is convenient. Fuel economy, 21 miles per gallon in the city, 31 on the highway. That's way better than the 5-liter V8, which gets 15 in the city and 24 on the highway. Of course, a lot will depend on how you drive that EcoBoost 4. When you stomp on it and spool up that turbo, it burns more fuel. Gotta love the gauges. There are readings for manifold temperature, turbo boost, and oil pressure in analog and digital form, because it's a tuner Stang. The real story here, though, is the 10-speed automatic transmission. Yeah, 10 speeds on this car. It's a transmission that was co-developed with General Motors and is also used in the Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. These cars, I just think they offer the best value. They're the best overall package. They're the tightest, the best built, and that's why they're year over year consistently the best pony car in the market. Still the case this year. The tranny is smooth, it's all computer controlled of course, and it shifts faster than any human possibly could, which is what makes this a faster car than a Stang equipped with a stick shift and the same engine. You get paddle shifters if you really want full control. You get advanced track with stability control too. This is the convertible. We like convertibles. Taking the top down is really quite simple. Ford's really, they've really nailed this thing, as most of the car companies have. It's just so convenient. It's just the flip of a switch, and the top is down in seconds. And then to put it back up, it's the same thing. You just hit that switch, and it puts that top back up in no time at all. Reach down, locks into place. You're good to go. You get 323 liters of cargo space in the trunk on the convertible. It's a little cramped, but you get unlimited headroom. You get 17-inch wheels standard, or you can upgrade to 18-inch wheels. Whatever you choose, they all look great. With the Turbo 4, you get a car that has better balance than the V8 GT. Because the engine is lighter, it puts the center of gravity closer to the center of the car. Combine that with the independent rear suspension, add in that optional MagneRide shock system, and you have a car capable of competing with the best from Japan and Europe. Yes, this is a Mustang that can run with BMWs, high-end Camaros, and boosted Civics. It's got retro style, but it's high-tech. It's a tuner Stang, and it is SST approved. Don't go away. When we come back, we'll show you a Smokey and the Bandit tribute car. Hey friends, welcome back to the SST Car Show. I'm Rick Walker. Off we go back to Nocona, Texas, just outside Dallas now, for a look at a Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am tribute vehicle that we found at this year's Vicari car auction. And now a quick look at a Porsche 944 Turbo. We found this at the Vicari car auction in Nocona, Texas. Well, friends, that's all the time we have for this week. So until next time, I'm Rick Walker reminding you, when you can't get to the car show, we will bring the car show to you online at SSTCarshow.com.
Maverick Multimedia production.